Welcome back, welcome back. Today's a special day. Today's the day I teach you something that some of you probably know, maybe not, I don't know, but that's what I'm here for. Look at that. Does anybody know what that is? That's an acorn, right? Now, what I've learned, the special thing about the acorn, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful? Nice little area to chill at. Anyway, so what I learned about the acorn was that it was a symbolism. And that symbolism was an eye. Now, when I learned about that, I was like, huh? I don't get it. And then I noticed like hieroglyphics and all these pictures of the back in the day dudes. And they would hold this acorn in their hand. And among other things that represent it, like an apple. That's how I know the apple isn't a fucking apple. Anyway, so as I looked up the Egyptian thing, because of the hieroglyphics, I noticed they always represented the eye, horse, this thing, right? Now, later on in science, they put in books what your brain looks like from the outside to the inside. And seeing that I, remember things photographically, it all connected. And I said, wait up. If the ancients drew a picture of an acorn, and then the dudes after them, the Egyptians made the eye and all of this, and then now we can do CAT scans and literally see it ourselves. And I said, is that what the third eye is? Is that what everybody talking about? Your brain? And it hit me. I said, yeah, that's it. So, me asking questions and having no one to fucking answer them, I answered them myself. So the first question was, how is your eye? How's your brain and eye? What's the similarities? And I said, oh yeah, you can think of things and then you can see them. You can think of yourself all the way when you was a kid, some of us, and you can picture it. You realize that's like time traveling? The better your memory of that day, of that event, and you actually watch yourself doing things, you realize you're time traveling, right? You're going back to your past and live picture. You know the thing that everybody swears they're gonna invent one day in time travel? My father will never let people do that. You know why? Because everything that happened is supposed to happen. And if you change one thing, then you're God. Get it? Because he allows things and gives orders to do things. So it's all his judgments. It's all his will. Anyway, so as I began to think about this and my Jedi way and all that shit, because it's all about thinking. It's all about your mental. And all the stories I've heard and all these different things. And I said, you got to start taking everything you've ever learned about physical people, like these stories of Jacob and Levi and all these different things, And you have to place them as like a mental thing. Like it's not just that person may have existed. See, what I'm starting to learn is it's all about what you do. In names, that's what your name does. Your name is an action. When you look up your name, you're gonna see all the shit you've been doing all your life. How can a name make you who you are? I didn't believe it until I looked up my name. And I said, oh shit. James means a lot of selfless deeds and kind-heartedness, you know. Then I stopped running for myself. But what I also seen was a lot of bad things it says about you. Just learn off what your name, your first name means. You'll see good and bad. And then you know where to start on your adventure of correcting yourself. So the more I learned and the more I realized other people have the pineal gland too. It's all about activating it. And everybody's gonna give you all these fucking ways and all this shit I've ever heard. And I ain't never tried none of it because my Lord said, I made you perfect the way you are. And I, only I, control everything. So maybe there is other ways, because everything's not a hokey-pokey. Perfect example. If you don't eat good, right, your body feels like shit. So if I tell you there's a magic potion that'll get you better, and I give it to you, but it's really fruit juice and vitamins and shit, wouldn't you believe that it's fucking real? Yeah. But it's natural, it's regular shit. That's what our ancients used to do. They call it magic and blah, 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 blah. I call it natural herbs and things that the Most High made and said, do as you will with it, don't abuse it. So I think our ancestors took that to the limits. And, you know, did things that people can't do no more. Healed things in people that we can't do it for some reason. Sound the horns. And that's when I realized I want to be like that. I like the fact of that. Being a heal people, it's hard. It's not easy. So I began my healing journey with my words. My valor. Oof.
Yes, sir.
Got that real shit on. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about that. Show you how to do this, son. And I ain't Jay-Z. He get it. Anyway. Your mind is so much. It's everything. It's where your whole reality begins. The stronger you will your mind to be by figuring out your weaknesses and working on them, the stronger you become in your mind. The stronger your mind becomes, you know, it's like kind of hard to beat a man that's dead set, mind set. That's why these words are words and they're set up that way. You can't have a mindset without having building blocks, orders. Everything that has a set has a way of doing it the right way. Level 1, level 2, there's no skipping. There's no need to skip because everybody got a level. And that level's important because someone needs to master it. So everybody's trying to be number 1 and not realizing number 3 is going to help number 2 and then number 2 is going to help number 1 get where the fuck they need to be. This is why we have this fake ass man competition going on with everybody. Until, you know, things get real. Now me, I'm just trying to live and use my eyes and my mouth and my voice. But hopefully my father's gonna allow me to, you know, use what's stored up in his brain and actually start doing more because there's so many things I want to do or at least try. That's what I love about my life. That's what I love about learning about things that I might want to do. Because then when people stop you on one thing, they don't really stop you. You only learned all that stuff so you can use it for the next thing. Like the rapping. I studied rapping for so long, and all that did was make me study words and learn how to read. Learning how to rap made me want to learn how to read because I refused to learn how to read when I didn't know how to read. How fucking crazy is that in the world? You know you can't read and you have no motivation in the world to make you want to do it. But then you start rapping, you're like, wait up. I'm better at expressing myself than people. They be lying. So I guess I gotta learn these big words to describe these feelings and things that I go through. That opened up my mind. Words opened up my mind, and you hit books and stories, and everybody that starts rapping, if you're young, you start out rapping about other people's shit. You ain't banging out, you ain't got no glory, you ain't never did shit. So whoever you looking at, that's who you gonna model your shit after. Seeing all the dudes I be screaming, Levi, Hercules, Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man, all of these dudes. That's where the fuck my mind was at, get it? Valor, automatically. I didn't even realize what I was doing to myself. The Lord did. I was programming myself to be what I am now. To be what most people will never try to be. We see these, he's fucking standing in the corner with a Batman shirt on. Destiny, bro. Destiny. Let me keep walking this way. I ain't doing shit. Anyway, I was gonna get some cannolis at this little store I found over here. Them shit's just banging. I love some cannolis. Especially with some coffee or something in the morning. I hate living this bullshit. Not being able to do and keep what's mine. Because everybody else needs women and this and that and friends and family, and I don't give a shit if I get any of that, or I just get what motherfuckers owe. Because I really do at a lot of times be mad that I can't be around people for their own safety and mine. But I also, you know what I mean, I love it now. Like, I really like being able to not have to fucking deal with other people's problems. Try to open up their mind, because, what he sent me here to do. And it's been a long time, but my time's coming. My solitude's almost over. These people just gotta get the point. And when they get the point, now that I'm on GMB TV, everyone's gonna get the point. And they're gonna leave me the fuck alone. And then when I'm finally left alone, I'll be able to do what I want to do. Whatever the fuck that is. I don't have to worry about paying rent and eating out of a fucking frying pan and blah, 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 blah. In 6 months, if I could have did all what I did, if I could do it again, then I could be out of here within 6 months or whatever. I ain't worrying about nothing, man. It's been so long, and I ain't never reached this level yet. And I like it. I like it a lot. I like what he made me. I didn't get it for mad long. I didn't want to be it for mad long, because I knew with great power comes great responsibility. Simple as that. For my own life. But seeing that's all I have, I ain't worrying about my life. I'm worrying about all the fucking people that think they're sent here to take me down, when I was sent here to stop you before all this shit started. So you can fucking learn the lessons and then go back on your evil ways. I would have showed you who you can get. And I would have showed you who to leave the fuck alone. And if you would have listened, my Lord wouldn't be smashing you niggas to dust. See, because I get the game. I didn't want to believe it's that way. But then I started understanding my Father's judgments and believing he controls everything. Once that got in my head, I said, all right, then everything happens for a reason, and who lives and dies is for his reasons, and that's it. Some people need to be martyrs. Some people need to win. Some people need to stop doing what the fuck they're doing, thinking they're God. But my Father's going to teach you. Just like he teaches everybody. Greater men than this stood before my Lord and his laws. Empires. Entire people. And he wiped them off the map. They don't exist anymore. Their bloodlines are bye-bye. See, when my Father gets mad, it's like I said in that one video. What's the reverse of God when you turn it around? Dog. When the dog's off the leash, he's not playing. He's not coming in to fucking talk. He talked to you already. He showed you what to do. He had me plead. He had me allow you to do your things for years or months or whatever the fuck it may be. And now, everybody's got to get it. Everybody's got to know what it feels like to be me. They wanted to stop me so much. People wanted to whatever so much. Now we're in the later game. We're in the fourth quarter. And he's going to start doing to you what you did to me in my young years. All this fucking time. It's not going to be fun going through that shit when you're older. Period. Especially if you haven't been, hitting those Leviticus laws and shit like that. Keep your body healthy. That means he's going to ruin you. He's going to put hard labor on some of you. And your fucking backs are going to go like mine did. Some of you can get sick like I did because you're deprived from real food. A lot of you are going to have betrayers. Filthy ratbag betrayers.
But I don't know.
And you're going to think it's random people. Nah. Some of you are going to get exactly what I got. Because once I shame you, that's what they're going to betray you for because you made them look like shit. And now ain't nobody going to want to trust them. See, I always believed what they say. Who you're around is who you are. So when I unmask all of you, and everybody can see you for who you are, I don't think that's going to be pretty for some of you. All love, all praise to my Father.